What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to the Welsh Way here with Aberystwyth Town. So we ended our second season here in the Welsh Premier League division and here with Aberystwyth Town. And it was an absolutely incredible season. You know, the Premier League title came down to the last day of the season where it was us and our arch rivals TNS facing up against each other. Not on the pitch, but in terms of the position, knowing that we had to win to be 100% certain we were going to walk away with the Welsh Premier League title thanks to our incredible goal difference. And we managed to do that. We managed to end up picking up 2 trophies in this season. It was way more than I expected at the start of the year. I would have been more than happy to just qualify for the Europa League yet again. I think second place would have been mind-blowingly good for me. But yet we overachieved yet again and we managed to win the Welsh Premier League title. Absolutely incredible season. Incredible, you know, considering how it came down to the last few days of the season. So, absolutely great year for us. So the league table itself finished with us, of course, winning with 80 goals scored, 36 goals against, 66 points overall. TNS picked up 66 points as well, but slightly less goal difference meant that we managed to walk away with the title. And it's very nice to see that, you know, last year we struggled massively when it came to goals conceded. You know, we couldn't stop them going in, but we managed to score enough to, you know, to pick up enough wins to earn us our 4th place. But this season, you know, we still had the amazing goal scoring threat up front, despite the fact we now had a new striker coming in and a player that hadn't really done well in the past up front in James O'Neill. You know, he come in, he did very well. We still had David Hislop scoring the goals as well, but yet we improved defensively so much. The best defence in the league now. Really, really good season. A really good progression made over the space of the year. Finished the season with the most wins, with 20 wins, 6 draws, 6 defeats, and of course I've already mentioned the goals scored and against. Just beating TNS, of course, by goal difference. Bangor City as well, who were top majority of the season, only slipped out the last few games, and I managed to only finish 3rd. So, you know, they had games against us and TNS in the last, I think it was 3 or 4 games they faced us to, and they lost both of them. That's what saw them drop, you know, that's what saw them plummet from 1st all the way to 3rd. And Ballatown, Ballatown, who, you know, won the league last year, sadly could only muster up 4th place, and I don't think they got Europa League football, no, so that'll be disappointing for them. But end of the day, I don't really care about them. I just care about ourselves, and I just care about us winning the title, and hopefully next season we can continue that and win the title yet again. So past positions, I already mentioned this a little bit, you know, throughout the season, pretty much I think everyone got where they, in the end, didn't deserve to get. Because we were, you know, struggling all season long, getting 2nd, you know, start of the season was a mess, obviously, apart from, you know, Bangor City were up there most of the time. You know, it was a mess between most teams. You know, if we put a lot of other clubs in there, you know, everyone was up and down. But once the season sort of sorted itself out, Bangor City were top most of the year. We were 2nd most of the year. TNS were 3rd most of the year, and Bala were 4th most of the year. And in the end, Bala picked up 4th, like they deserved. TNS somehow the last few games of the season pushed their way up there and got 2nd the last few games, and then we managed to somehow again push ourselves up there, get 1st, and so of course someone had to lose that in this stage, and Bangor City found themselves dropped down to 3rd. So incredible season for us, and you know, very fortunate in a way as well, considering the fact the last few games of the season Bangor just didn't perform, and quite surprising really, because at one stage, you know, they looked unbeatable. You know, if I can highlight multiple fixtures, which I can't still, which is great. You know, look at they won, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row there, on unbeaten run, very long. Here, you know, look, great run, and then they sort of hit the last stage, you know, after they lost to Guilsfield in the Welsh Premier League, the Welsh Cup quarter-final, they couldn't win. And, you know, they had a points gap, and they just couldn't maintain it. You know, they lost to Affinlida, that is poor, you know, for a team of their standard, team of their quality. They surely do a lot better than that. They lost to TNS, you know, they lost to them twice actually last game of the season as well. If they'd have won that game, would they have gone top? Would they have gone 2nd? No, they wouldn't have. They would have ended up missing out on goal difference, you know, if they'd have won the last game of the season. But their fixture list was quite hard, you know, the last few games of the season. Us and TNS last 2 games. But the fact that they lost the likes of Bala, they drew to Ryle, they lost to Affinlida, you know, that definitely cost them. So poor season on their behalf, but absolutely memorable one for us. So, awards-wise, I haven't shown you awards all season long, but James O'Neill picked up Manager and Player of the Month, once. Player of the Year ended up going to Greg Draper, who's an absolute beast of a player, finishing a composure like that. Who's going to be able to stop him in this division? Look at that, 38 and 6 assists, which is 44 overall in only 32 appearances. So 44 goals, which is over half of the goals scored for TNS had him involved in some way, shape or form. So absolute beast of a player. Manager of the year came to us. You know, of course, overachieving the way we did. I think it thoroughly deserved to come to us. We did pick up manager of the month as well twice, and we were second. I think most months we were third there, and weren't actually second there, and didn't actually get second there. So yeah, we got second in October and didn't get it on there. So yeah, no, we only won it once and came second or third once. Won it twice, came second or third once each. But manager of the year came to us. Of course, we overachieved. We were only predicted to get 7th. I think I thoroughly deserved to win that without trying to sound too big-headed. Team of the season. Did we get anyone in that? We did. We got our goalkeeper in there, but that was it. Bit disappointed at that. I would still like to see David Hislop get in there. He's an absolute beast player, but with players scoring goals like Craig Moses and Greg Draper, it's going to be very, very hard to get anyone in there. But it's good to see our keeper get in there. You know, brand new keeper for us. Hadn't really proven at this level before, so it's nice to see him step in. 10 assists, 10 clean sheets. Only 36 goals conceded all season long. You know, very good goalkeeper, and good to, and obviously the fact that we got the least goals conceded all season long, I think he deserved his spot there. Top goal scorer David Hislop came third, only 1 goal away from Craig Moses. Played the same amount of games as Craig Moses as well, so if he'd got that 1 more goal, actually I doubt he would have got it because he had more assists. But you know, amazing player, 18 years of age. When you look at 27 and 25, a lot younger, a lot more years left of development in him, and I expect him to be, you know, maybe top goal scorer next season. His absolute beast player, David Hislop. His finishing has grown so much, his composure as well. All his stats really have grown so much since the start of his career here. And, you know, 2 absolutely amazing seasons. I'm expecting it again next year. You know, he is our star striker. Young player of the year went to James O'Neill as well, 20 years of age, coming in. I'm surprised he didn't go to Hislop. I mean, I have absolutely no idea why he didn't go to Hislop, but James O'Neill managed to pick this one up. Very good year for us. You know, last season, like I said, hadn't really proved himself. You know, wasn't a proven goal scorer. Newtown, who did go down in the end, only mustered up 4 goals for them and 3 assists. I don't think it helped by the fact he wasn't playing with a very good team. But this season we were like, no, you know, you'll get the first team again. If he wasn't going to play well for us, I already knew that Mark Jones could come in, or Hislop's brother could come in, David Hislop's brother could come in, and we'd still have 2-3 great strikers on the team if James O'Neill didn't perform. But he did. 10 assists as a target man, 18 goals, 5 player of the matches, great average match rating, thoroughly deserved that award as well. So I expect to win a few more of these awards, considering how young our squad is. You know, I expect to be picking up Young Player of the Year a few more times, and hopefully seeing a few of our players enter the Welsh the Welsh national team side in the youth squad. You know, the under 21s and the under 19s and things like that. So, yeah, let's overlooking at our season. You know, we didn't really have a bad spell too much. We won, of course, our 10-0 memorable victory over Carmarthen. Disappointed to miss out on the Welsh Cup final to Port Talbot, but end of the day, I would have absolutely loved to have won a treble. But we can't be too fussy, we can't be too moany, you know, considering the fact we went into the season not expected to win anything and walked away with 2 trophies. So, overall, a great season, and really there's nothing I'd want to, you know, strengthen on a little. Maybe these, you know, complacent defeats against Haverford West and draws there to Crefton Druids. But apart from that, you know, just the odd defeat here and there isn't too bad. Would have loved to have beaten Bangor City here. But again, this is just being really nitpicky. Overall, it's been an absolutely incredible season, and it's been shown by how well these players have played. So, goals, top goal scorer was, of course, David Hislop in all competitions, 40 goals, 12 assists, and 10 player of the matches. A static year for him, an incredible year for him. James O'Neill, pretty much halving what David Hislop could do in terms of goals with 23 goals, slightly more assists with 14 and 5 player of the match awards. Pren, our right mid, played incredible in his first year for us as well. Again, hadn't really proved himself. When I signed him from Lido, he had a great report, but I wondered why Ath and Lido weren't playing him, and it led me to question whether he was really a good player or whether really I was, you know, the reports were lying to me. But he stepped up, he was incredible. 11 goals, 16 assists, 4 player of the matches, a very good high average match rating as well. Incredible year for him. Sinnott as well, centre back, popping up with set pieces and corners as well. Mark Jones coming in when I need him to, and of course everyone else chipping in as well. Assists, you know, they came from pretty much everywhere in the team this season. You know, Chris Venables getting him in the centre of the park, very good player, our vice captain of course. Pren getting him from the right. O'Neill as well, other striker scoring. Sean Evans, again, first season for us, very, very good. Again, did alright for Preston last season. But apart from that, his career is very, there's a lot of wasted potential in his career. And it's good to see that he come in and played very well for us. His report has dropped, and it says he has potential, but of course 27, we know he's not going to develop too much. So his overall ability has dropped a little bit. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be going with Davis next season on the left or Evans, so that'll be something I'll decide later on in the future. But, again, assists coming from everywhere. Hislop popping in with the assists as well. So it's our two strikers are linking up well. The wingers are popping in, as well as one of our centre mids. So good season, good creativity all around the team. Player of matches, again, we picked up a huge amount of them. What is that overall? So that's 10, 15, 19, 23, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34, 34 overall. And considering how many games we played this season, I think these guys played pretty much every one. So, actually, surely our goalkeeper did. Did we use a replacement keeper? I must have played a couple of games without my keeper. Considering we don't have him, Lewis played a few games at the start of the season, but I think Corey Sinnott and Chris Venables played every game this season. So 45 games, we picked up 30 odd man of the matches. That just says something about the team and how we played this season. Of course, our average match ratings were over the top, fantastic. All these guys over 7 were crucial players in the team, apart from Price there, but he'll probably be a crucial player in the future. I'm going to show you my youth intake in a second. And overall, great players, these guys. And hopefully for the next few years to come, they can perform a job, of course. I know Venables is going to be retiring or maybe looking at retirement for a bit later on, but I feel the centre mids we have decided are strong enough, and of course we've got a few youth players coming in who can play centre mid as well, so I don't think there's too much trouble there. So, what shall I look at? We're going to look at our youth intake and things like that, so, yeah, I'm on the right place. What am I doing? So, youth. The guys we brought in were Cian James, 16 years of age. Pretty decent report in terms of potential. I mean, it's not great, it's not 5-star, but it's alright. And for 16 years of age, I'm happy to sign this guy down. So he's one of them. Samir James, 15 years of age, centre mid. Absolute beast of a player. 5-star report. 1-star ability already. It's going to be an absolute monster to deal with in the future. Work rate is very high as well. Composure is decent. Bravery and aggression is quite high. So overall, I think he's got a making for a very good centre mid in the future. Who else do we have? Colin Hughes. I think we actually signed all of these guys. Yeah, we did. But, and then pretty much, actually, I might as well go to my youth squad then if I've signed all of them. There we go. So, overall, our whole youth squad's 5-star potential, apart from these few at the bottom. But some of these guys were already here when I joined, like the 18-year-olds. We've got absolute beast players. A couple of them I want to point out. Simeon Smith, 16 years of age, very good centre-back. 16 work rate, 10 determination. I'd expect him to feature in the first team a bit next season. Same with Samir James, of course, like I already pointed out. Very good player. Hugh Hughes, I love that name. Again, he'll be someone that maybe feature a little bit as a backup right back next season. 16 years of age, pretty decent report, pretty decent already right now. So someone that I'll maybe try and migrate into the team. And apart from that, I already showed you Cian James. The rest of these guys are just players that maybe could make it in the future. Like Lever and things like that. But it just depends if injuries, say if we get a load of injuries, these guys could somehow find their way into the bench or starting 11 and things like that. And apart from that, I think this is pretty much what we can do to wrap up this episode. So financially, we're doing alright. And yeah, apart from that, I think this is it. So I don't know if we've had any real landmarks. Not really. Information-wise, David Hislop, James O'Neill, and me have all entered the favourite personnel list. So that's nice to see. Of course, we have Champions League football next season to look forward to. That would be incredible to be a part of. Hopefully, we can get through the first round of qualification and maybe get drawn against a slightly bigger team. But I'd love to try and get as far as we can in that competition. And yeah, I think that is it. So this is the team that I've pretty much built for next season. This is the players we'll be using. Areas that I feel I'd like to strengthen on would probably be centre mid, maybe left mid as well. But apart from that, I'm happy with the bench, I'm happy with the backup. Like I said, I think we might want to bring a centre mid in, looking at, the weaknesses there of Samir James and Ryadin Lewis. Now, Broski hasn't developed as well as I'd liked him to, so I doubt we'll, since he's not on a contract, we'll keep him, but I doubt he'll feature too much. And apart from that, You know, that's going to be the position I'm going to be strengthening on. Maybe a striker, maybe a centre mid, maybe a left mid. You know, I doubt anything else. I don't really want another backup keeper since I've got Dylan Evans, who I'm happy to pay I think it's £1 a week, £2 a week, £2 for an unused sub since he's never going to really feature. And because, you know, Ryan, what's the chance of Wilson's really getting injured? It's not high. So this is going to be it for now, guys. Next time you will meet me back will be the Champions League match, which is expected to be played when? I don't actually know. The round will be drawn on then. I won't actually show you the draw though, but matches, I think it's scheduled. The first game will be played Wednesday. That's not the squad registration. That's the draw. Oh, it's here. Sorry, it'll be played Wednesday the 1st of July. So I'll meet you back there with the first leg of the Champions League. And yeah, hopefully you'll be looking forward to that as much as I am. So until then, guys, peace out.